Hi guys, this is Kirsten with Planted in Pots. I just wanted to do a brief little update on my string of bananas. We chopped it up and repropagated it because it had some webbing on the top, so all this part was dead and dying, very stringy looking, and the webbing was up here. So initially what I was going to do is just take some of the lower strands and put it into another pot to propagate and have as a backup in case this plant did not recover. After I propagated this guy, I started picking out all of the dead pieces that were in here and had already been damaged or were damaged from treating the bugs. And when I did that, I just decided to dump it all out and take the healthy pieces and put it back in the pot. When I was doing this originally, I took some of the pieces fully rooted and stuck them in, roots and all, and then some of the pieces I took off the dead parts, which were the parts that were in the pot originally, and I propagated the healthy parts of that stem back into the same pot with the mom plant, or what was left of the mom plant, I should say. Before replanting this plant back into the pot, especially because it had bugs, I used a mixture of soap, rubbing alcohol, and water, and cleaned out the pot really well to make sure that there were no bugs left in the pot. So this is how it is looking now. You can see all of the strands are really healthy. So today what I'm going to do is combine these two pots back together and make one big healthy plant. Everyone say hi to Fitz. He doesn't care about the string of bananas. He's more of an apple guy. I think I'm just gonna dump it all out again. Probably would help if I took this off. There's probably a better way to do this, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I think I'm just going to take half of it out. What I'm gonna do so I don't screw up the roots any more than I already have, especially since some of these strands are really new. It's been about 20 days since I did this originally. So although the roots grow pretty fast on these, I'm just going to shift them all over to one side. And then I'm gonna put these guys in this side of the pot. Here we go. That's a much better plan than taking them all out again, I think. But in this guy, we'll be able to check and see how the roots are doing, which is always exciting. Ooh, they're coming out the bottom of the pot, so they're growing. You can propagate string of bananas in water or directly in soil. So like I said, I did this about 20 days ago. You can see he's got some nice healthy roots. I just stuck him directly into the soil after I made my cuttings. So they're a little dirty. Woo. Planting is a little dirty. It's fine. And since this soil is only 20 days old, I'm just gonna reuse the same stuff. That guy didn't root. See? I'm just gonna stick him back in. So when I propagate these, I just make sure that they're in really chunky, airy soil. And I keep them a little bit more moist than I would the mom plants. So typically I say to divide out the propagations from the mom plant. So not to put them directly in the same pot. But in this case, when I did this, I took so much of it apart that I broke my own rules. And he seems to be doing fine. So that's a good sign. That's that little piece that didn't really grow any roots. We'll just stick him back in. See what he does. So this is how he looks. Good look there. And the top looks much healthier than it did before. One of the cool things when you take cuttings with these plants, hopefully you can see, is they start to split off. So we have a couple different spots here, and that's where we took the cuttings from. So you start to get a much fuller looking plant, which is awesome. So this guy is on the road to recovery. There's a nice little string of bananas update for you. Ta-da! Now we'll just let him grow.